Oh, baby, baby, it's full time.
Greetings and welcome to Old Drunken Discography, where old friends and fans come together, BS, argue, occasionally agree, and discuss a musical artist. This week's musical artist is Green Day. It was brought to you by the letter G and myself, Jason. Last week, brought to you by the letter I and Tim, was International Noise Conspiracy. And the next band after that was brought to you by the letter B and Bill. And it's the Beastie Boys.
That's a super fun one. Go check it out.
All right, so today we're talking Dose. So here's a real quick recap. If you missed last previous episode, there was a hot take. I'm sure you left all them comments down below. No matter what I do now, it doesn't fucking matter.
Sure.
You're welcome, Jason. I'm glad I was able to lift that weight off your chest as I knew it was weighing you down.
Well, we're going to talk about Dose, so this one might be a hot take too. Tim, why don't you start us off with Dose?
Sure. So I only have one question before going into my review of this. Was the trio all recorded at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay. So it was interesting because, and we'll get to Trey, but like this one had definitely a different feel to it than Uno. And so I'm wondering, like, I always love when the band overindulges in the studio and records way too many songs and then decides to release them. It's like, some editing could work, especially when at this point it's no secret, like it's Green Day. You're not getting anything new here. But you are kind of starting this album off. You start off with the See You Tonight. It's, a nice little acoustic intro type thing that kind of goes by before you notice it. And in a perfect world where Kill the DJ didn't exist, Fuck Time would be Green Day's bottom of the barrel worst song in this discography. But because Kill the DJ exists, and because they're very nicely ripping off old school Joan Jett, like this one's, you can work with it. And then the rest of it's a Green Day. They're very experimental on this album, whereas Uno, I felt like, especially the first half, was a little more straight ahead punk rock. This one really just, the whole thing feels all over the place. Like, and yet it's all very rooted in, early 80s AC/DC, Joan Jett, the Bangles, Go-Go's, meets the 1950s. Like, all of these songs would work very well, like Under the Boardwalk. But like Wild One, like, pretty sure that's like an old, like, Tommy Dorsey or Gene Vincent song. It's very familiar. And unfortunately, Green Day doesn't bring any energy to it. But I'm gonna call Wild One a highlight of this album. Because in a perfect world where Kill the DJ didn't exist and a song called Fuck Time didn't exist, then you get Nighttime. Like, what is this shit?
Nightlife? Yeah.
Yeah, Nightlife, that's it. Yeah. And I've been going back and forth all day. Is this or Kill the DJ worse? And you know where my problem is? My problem is they're the same song. They're taking that Killer's Strokes mid, 2012 alternative radio formula and just, interjecting it with the 50s. Just basic rock and roll. And then it got me thinking, because, definitely go back and watch our Ramones playlist. We all love that band. It's funny when when the Ramones were copying the 50s, they brought something new to it, right? And then it's like when Green Day is like trying to get away from the Ramones thing, they just bring in the 50s. So it's like almost counterproductive. Um, yeah, I'd say probably the Wild One is the highlight of the album. The two songs here are contenders for bottom of the barrel in the entire discography, and the rest is Green Day. Um,
Well,
some of the, yeah,
so "Fuck Time" is actually wasn't intended originally to be a Green Day song. It was supposed to be for their side project, Foxborough Hot Tubs. So
and yet here we are.
yeah, that's why I like Dose, because it's very Foxborough Hot Tubs,
Okay, okay.
which is 50s rock and roll.
Well, okay, okay. That makes a little more sense. But then again, I'm wondering about the recording sessions. And you were following, you might know this. Like, so how long did it take them to record all 30 or, all three albums? Were there songs they didn't release, save for B-sides, etc.?
I
And then
only
was
know
this
of
all
one.
done at once? Because it's such a different flavor from Uno.
Yeah, I mean, there's songs like the original Dose vinyl. I wish they'd reissue it with the correct track list, but it has Drama Queen instead of Stray Heart, which kind of fits. Like Drama Queen fits on Dose,
Okay.
but I guess they printed the vinyl and then they swapped. So all these songs were there at the same time. I don't know how long it took them to record it, but and I only know of one B-side, and that was State of Shock, which was on they released the Demolicious for Record Store Day, and it's on that.
Okay.
And it's like it's like the demos of the trilogy, which is pretty good.
Sure.
But
Okay.
yeah, it was all together. And I think,
Because I know they were released pretty quickly after another, right? Like only a month or two.
yeah, the plan was they released Uno, and then 2 months later, I think they were gonna release Dose, and then 2 months after that, it was gonna be Trey. But because of the I Heart shit,
And because people heard Uno, and I remember the street reaction to that album when it came out. I
yeah,
remember
Uno
the
didn't, yeah,
reaction to that album when it came out.
because the lead single fucking sucked. But
Well, and there's nothing else. I mean, the album's better than the lead
I fucking
single,
love Uno.
but I
It
don't know.
wasn't
Yeah,
American Idiot. That was the problem. It wasn't American Idiot, and that's what that fan base wanted, was another American Idiot. So, but after the I Heart, they ended up like releasing Trey early with zero promotion.
they just put it out. And
They just put it
people who
out.
wanted it were gonna get it.
Billy
Okay.
went in rehab. The album's tanked, and everyone waited for American Idiot Part 3. But
Which, no spoilers. I think we're still waiting on, right?
well, I mean, no, they've done it a couple times since then. Just not as good. I'll go through my notes for Dose.
Cool.
See You Tonight. The opening lines of the album, or Maybe I'll See You Tonight, sums up the entire album. He sees her all right. I mean, there is a story here. Dose is all about fucking and bad decisions. This is my Green Day. It's a short acoustic Beatles sounding song, whatever. Fuck Time, this is where most people write off Dose. I love Fuck Time. It's just a dirty rock and roll number that fits the theme of the album. Production's fantastic. It's just a fun ass song. Stop When the Red Lights Flash. That intro riff is so fucking cool and fun. Lazy Bones, top song contender. Guitar tone on Dose is so warm. Mike sounds really clean. He's not doing a lot of shit on the verses, but his little accents here and there just elevate it. Wild One has this lazy, almost Beatles rubber soul feel to it. Billy's delivery of I'm drinking the Kool-Aid, I jumped on the grenade is divine. Makeout Party, another dirty, sleazy rock and roller. A lot of Green Day fans clown on the lyrics, but it fits for me. I love it. It's fun rock and roll. Not everything needs to be a serious Jesus Suburbia 21 gun shit. Billy's fucking screaming it. Mike's bass solo. It's a makeout party on another dimension, and it's going to get crowded with some bad intentions. It's just fun. Stray Heart, another top song contender. Again, Mike is in the foreground carrying the song. The chorus is so damn catchy. It's fun to sing along to. I love the additional guitars that come in during the outro. I could have easily seen this on Nimrod. Ashley fucking rocks. How could any self-proclaimed Green Day fan not like Ashley? It's up there with Stewart and the Avenue as far as fuck you songs go. You're a filthy thought in my memory. The production is really good. You can hear Billy inhale during the very short pause before Back When I Loved You. Like, the production is really fucking good. They, compared to Warning, they really like stepped up on this one. Baby Eyes, favorite line, I pulled the trigger for the shooting stars. I am the motor in your crashing car. Only thing I can say about it is the negative is it falls between Ashley and Lady Cobra. That song fucking rips. It's a short little riff during the verses with Trey's drumming, emphasizing. They do that classic rock and roll trope of singing a line and then playing the same melody on guitar right after. I fucking love that shit. No issues with the lyrics. This is sleazy, dirty rock and roll Green Day style, and I'm 100% here for it. I'll even fucking defend Nightlife, because I know people hate Nightlife and they hate Fuck Time and they hate Kill the DJ, but this song sounds really fucking good. Mike's bass. If you listen on headphones, the way Lady Cobra comes in on the left and the right, different pitches, it fits the album. I mean, one hand on my knee, one hand on the hooch. Let's fucking go. Then you get Wild Ass Loud. It's fun. Guitar solo sounds like an old school Green Day, like 39 Smooth era. Amy would be my low point on the album. It's grown on me over the years, and it fits the theme of the album as a closing track. It's got some good
And it
lyrics.
keeps with their tradition of the acoustic song at the end.
Well, what tradition? They haven't done that very often.
They've done it a couple times at this point.
At this point, a couple times, yeah. I wouldn't say it's a tradition yet.
Okay. It's a pattern. It's a pattern.
But yeah, I mean, it's about Amy Winehouse. It kind of fits the theme. So I fucking love those. Hot take, but. And I'll get it. When you talk Green Day, this is what I wanted from Green Day as opposed to 21st Century Breakdown. Like, I prefer, even though they're not doing anything new, but it's new for them in a sense. It's fully committed to something that they've never fully committed to at this point, besides side projects.
All right, so Dos released same year as Uno. I was expecting, because Jason was talking about how this is like a trilogy, like it's all three together, which makes a lot of sense. I mean, especially artwork wise. It's gonna be interesting trying to rank these three. So we start with See You Tonight. And I really wasn't actually a big fan of this one. I like acoustic natures of songs, and I love it when like a band that, typically it's got, electric guitar and a little bit more tuned up. And it just didn't work well for me. I don't know if it was Billy Joel's vocals with the acoustic background on this track or what. It wasn't for me. Um, I'll agree with you, Jason. The Fuck Time is a fun song. Reminder, share us with your friends because YouTube hates us. For me, besides that, I mean, I would agree with parts of what both of you have said. I mean, granted, I really liked Uno. I liked Kill the DJ. I would agree though, Tim. I mean, well, I don't remember if you said it, but I would say Nightlife is for me lower than Kill the DJ.
Okay. Okay.
Like I get it's the same type of song. But if you do it the first time, 90% of the time is better than the second time. Especially when you're doing the same thing, right? Because at this point you've heard
Well, and
the
that's why
start.
I asked if these were recorded at the same time or sequentially.
Yeah.
Because if you're recording the same song twice at the same time, wouldn't you know to make some sort of difference?
To me, they're two completely different songs. but I've listened to them hundreds of times. So
I mean, I guess bringing in the female vocals is a
It's
distinguishable
something
thing enough.
different,
But
yeah.
yeah,
I mean, the
but
drum beats are
it's
different.
still,
Like it's
eh,
they
eh.
are, they're different. Go back and listen.
That
to
might be a fun topic for the live stream,
which one of these Green Day songs is worse?
or better.
I
Take your
forgive the
pick. Yeah,
DJ.
yeah,
Well, I know which one I'm picking, so.
yeah. That could be a fun one.
I mean, I know which one
Yeah,
I
I'm gonna
picked
say.
too.
I mean, the rest of this album as a whole for me, I brought it up on Uno that I didn't realize that I really kind of wanted what I heard from Uno from Green Day. And this one following up, I don't know what it was. This one just didn't hit me the same way as Uno did. I know it's damn near cut, copy, paste, very similar albums. But this one, I don't know if it was sound mixing, everything would have been the same, but like it just didn't sound.
It doesn't
I
have
didn't
the
in-
energy.
I think this one has more energy, but I think Tim is right. There to me,
I think
there
this
is
one
a
has better
distinct.
production.
There's distinct differences, like
Yeah.
in the two.
So that's
They're two
because I know
different
when I
records
was
to me.
listening, I figured that. I mean, I won't spoil too much. I figured that these two would be like right next to each other. Because, oh yeah, it's gonna be like very similar albums. Like, yeah, probably boom, 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 1, 2, 3.
Or at least sound like they're from the same songwriting session or something, right?
Yeah.
But this one really feels like they're trying to do too much.
I mean, I would say
Whereas Uno
Uno,
felt like they were trying to do one thing.
but it felt like as much like Uno's one thing they were having. I feel like they had more fun on Uno than they did with Dos.
Same. It had more energy. These fall flat. Like even the wild one, like it'd be a good song if it was about, I don't know, 5 BPMs faster and they put some energy into it.
Or you just stick 20 BPMs faster and you don't have to put any more energy in it because it's a
Right. And
faster
then you
beat.
remind people you're a punk rock band again. Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean-
Wild One's just fine the way it is. Make Out Party happens right after, and that picks it back up.
Okay.
I mean, I guess you got to give the young kids some time to breathe at some point in the album,
Do you though? I mean, I
Yes,
guess if that's
I
your
prefer
target
albums.
audience. I guess if that's your target audience.
I prefer
but-
dynamic albums. Like I hate it when an album is just the same
mean-
tempo all the way through.
If this trilogy isn't targeted to the young guy, people going to the clubs or something, I don't know what is from Green Day.
That's the theme of the album. Like that's the story.
Killing the DJ, you've got it's Lazy Bones, it's Fuck Time.
I'm not
Like,
even
yeah,
gonna
just
try to
look at-
explain the
And these
theme
guys are what,
between-
50 at this point?
Okay, let's rank it.
Listen, it was interesting going from Uno to Dos, and we followed up with Trey, which I
We'll get there.
Stay
have
tuned
my
for
own
that.
opinion on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stay tuned for that.
All right, let's see. Let me shrink us down so I can look at what kind of bullshit y'all got on the board.
I mean, considering 80% of us line up with each other, I mean, one of us lines up perfectly with the other.
Dose will be the difference. Dose will be the divider.
Sure. For sure.
All right. Well, I know Bill doesn't have it up here by Uno and above American Idiot, and he probably didn't have it above Dookie or Nimrod or Insomniac. He really doesn't like these albums, though. You liked it better than 21st, right? Or no? Probably not. I mean, 21 Guns versus Wild One. Nightlife versus
it's a tougher
Know Your Enemy.
one. I'm gonna have to go with that Dose is worse than 21st Century.
All right.
I applaud it.
Are you doing the same thing?
No, no, I'm not.
Okay.
It is,
I
I'm
think
gonna say it's,
right there.
yeah, you got it.
All right. Dose goes up here for me. I love fucking Dose. Love it. But
does it love you?
It does. It loves me very much. I bet you I've defended this album more on the internet than anybody else, which is sad.
I can believe it.
You know, Tim likes to go for those albums. You know, he says he always feels bad for those albums that everybody hates. Your Saint Angers.
I was thinking about Saint Anger earlier today. I'll still defend that album.
Dose
It's got
is-
some issues.
Dose is my Saint Anger.
I got to get you guys to listen to Lulu too.
I mean, Lou Reed's alright, but
Right, but you should hear that album.
I don't know if I want.
It
It's not
is
something I don't know.
amazing.
Anyway,
It's
stick
like
around.
Leslie Willis good.
That's a high bar. We'll be talking about Wesley Willis again, 1999. If you haven't checked out our Album of the Decade series and you're a Green Day fan and you like the 90s Green Day, go check it out. We talk about them
Right, we should have the meat grinder coming up here
multiple
real
times.
shortly, right?
Yeah, Meat Grinder should be coming.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Also, if you like Black Sabbath, every Sunday we put out a Black Sabbath video.
All about
With
that
discography.
Sabbath worship.
What else we got going? We might be streaming soon.
Yeah.
Stay
I
tuned.
know. We have
We
some
might be
album
streaming now.
clashes.
Join our Discord and find out.
Yeah, join our socials, Discord, Facebook.
Yep.
Stick around. Trey's next. Be safe and make good decisions.
Ashley, are you running around? Are you crying out and bloody murder?
And then you go a little woo, and then a little whoop, 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 and then it's all, and then you're ready to go again.